So yeah. So again, the rumors of Shooty's not returning have been circulating for a while, as you know, as I've been reporting about it on this channel. And I don't look. Is that a hope of mine? I think he's epically shit as a doctor, right? I really think it's epically shit as a doctor. Peter Rich says Jesus. I don't know what happened, but okay. Share screen. We'll start with that. So, look, in general, the wokies are having a meltdown beyond a meltdown because their world's falling apart, right? Their world is falling apart in so many ways. Do I have the actual original post of this? I think I do somewhere. Hang on. I could just zoom into this. That would work too. But here, I think I've got the original post. Where is it? I'll go over here. Oh, here it is. Doink. Where is it? There you go. And I got so many rumors tied into this as well. This is really kind of a cool segue into all of this. Where am I up to? So SB writes, a certain earnest doctor currently at the National Theatre. He's not that earnest, baby. May not be doing a third series. I would be amazed. As far as I understand, nobody likes him, right? And he doesn't like anyone, right? It's I cannot believe he's coming back for a third series. I think that the plan was this was going to be hugely successful and everyone's going to love it, and then and it'll really move forward trans awareness and make everything good in the world. Not working out how you thought it was, Russell. And again, started badly and went downhill with tap dancing Davros, right? So he's not doing those. He's contracted for, instead exploring buying out his contract so he can go and work in America. Fuck off there. Yes, go and work in America. Why? Apparently he's annoyed he had to turn down a lucrative perfume commercial that would have given him more money than being paid for the entire third series of Doctor. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. How long can a perfume commercial take to shoot? And frankly, he's doing important as being earnest now, but like, I don't know, what, a day or two, maybe? I don't believe that at all. I really genuinely don't believe it. But the Wokey Woke fans, they're like, no! Well, someone else posted this, which I guess came from Pop Bitch, whoever that is. I wonder where it all went wrong, unless it was a plan to have Shooty stick around for 2 years due to... No, it wasn't. The plan was Shooty would be incredibly successful and everybody would love him. Oh, he's so stunning and brave and queer and black and not white. Oh, so stunning and brave. This is news to me, but sadly I can buy it. I totally can. It's not news to me. The more and more we hear and don't hear, that's very true. The more that we don't hear, I think it's entirely likely that Doctor Who will go back to being produced in-house. I can see a future of 2009 style specials on the horizon. That's actually quite probable. I believe that. Please Christ, yes. Apart from the TV movie, Rusty Davis is only co-produced. Is the only co-produced era, and it's caused nothing but problems. I think it's Rusty Davis causing problems, mate. Frankly, right? I do. I think he's caused some problems by being, just a weird activist loon, right? Tell us the rumors I've seen flying around. Yes. Probably rumors started by not my doctors. Oh, God. Shoot them on Tokyo Cyber. Oh, man. There's no such thing as not my doctors. That's gone. It's over with, right? No, probably not. Oh, PD is I've seen it before. Super woke weirdo. It's kind of questionable in many ways. It would certainly be something they would do, though they're not happy unless they're trying to convince other people the show is ending. It did end. No, and we're not happy when we go, oh my God, this is objectively shit and everybody hates it. You go, no, everybody loves it. Everybody loves Jodie. No one does. I don't know about ending, but there's enough credible rumors and clues in plain sight at this point that shows him is in poor health. It's in extremely poor health. Let me try and read out some rumors I got. Where is it? I think, yeah, this came from a chat on the SenseFit, right? So somebody said, I saw this comment on the SenseFit podcast, and I thought it was interesting. From who cares? I read a theory on a Hollywood gossip site that might explain some of the chaos of Russell Davis' current run and current Doctor Who run. I think the chaos is pretty easy to explain. Russell Davis is a weirdo, bonkers activist, right? I think that's all the explanation that you need, really, and it's not going very well. Commercials are paid from each showing. So, yeah, Richard, wow, I did not know that. But again, how long can it take to shoot, right? How long can it take to shoot? Not that long. There is a rumor that David Tennant. Okay, there's a rumor that David Tennant was originally going to do 8 or more episodes, not 4. In other words, several of the shooting scripts were specifically written with David Tennant's Doctor in mind, possibly with either Donna or Rose Noble as a companion. Well, that's interesting. Space Babies and Devil Called and Boom and Rogue were all written for David Tennant's 14th Doctor. Fuck me. Oh, I can see how the appeal of having David Tennant snog another bloke will be slightly more than shooting up with snogging another bloke. But they were later given to shoot instead. Allegedly, Tennant and Russell Davis had a disagreement about perhaps over money or scheduling, and Tennant left after 4 episodes instead of 8. I don't really buy this rumor. Honestly, I don't buy it, but who knows? Allegedly, Jonathan Groff from Rogue thought he was going to be playing opposite Tennant and not Shooty when he signed to do the show. Shooty's last-minute casting, it was cast like 2 years before it was on air. Was a chaotic rush decision by Ross D.Z. Shooty did not audition. Really? Okay. Whatever. That's why Shooter's Doctor and Ruby were immediately presented as best friends in the early episodes, because the scripts were originally written for 14th Doctor and Donna. Again, that's one of the few things I didn't take exception to in the queer era. I thought the Doctor and the Queen should always be good friends and like each other. Also, the ending of Ruby's bizarre identity subplot, which made no sense, that's true, was changed suddenly and rewritten after actress Millie Gibson decided to leave the show. She didn't decide to leave, that she was fired. Russell David had a 3-year plan for the character of Ruby, and it was originally intended that Ruby was going to be the daughter of one of the gods, and that's why her mother was wearing a hooded robe. Well, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? That I believe. Why would a normal human woman wear a hooded robe and point to a road sign? It makes no sense under the end. It didn't make any sense, and was altered after Millie decided to, again, I think she was fired, the show instead of staying for 3 years. Perhaps Millie also thought she was going to be working with David Tennant, not shooting out. Well, I had somebody sent me a thing from, apparently from Stephen Moffat, saying that not good stuff. Hey, if I can find it. Doing 1 second. Yeah, okay. So this is a bit of an insider. This guy's rumors are normally pretty good. Now, he said he thought that he heard on the street the Doctor was coming back in March, and now they're saying April. It could be the last week in March. I'll be intrigued to see when it comes back. But the sooner it comes back, the sooner it fails, and the sooner it goes nowhere, and sooner it goes bye-bye. Bye-bye, Shooty. So apparently Stephen Moffat has said that Shooty Gatwa has made me hate Doctor Who. Bloody hell. And I can't say, who said that. But wow. Again, from what I understand, Shooty Gatwa is not Flavour of the Month in Cardiff, right? And the reason he's not Flavour of the Month, because he's been an absolute bloody failure, right? And he just has. But anyway, Toxic Fandom is a melting down, baby. Is a melting down. Let's go to that. And again, weirdly, our boy Dan Hadley is right in the thick of it, right? Front and center in the fray. Where should we start? So first he posted this. It was when I'm not going to play the full video that he posted. Tennant was a terrific catalyst return, not Tennant. You're absolutely right, Dan. Oh, you're here. Okay, fine. I'm happy to be talking about you, as you probably just heard. So the other day, Dan posted this. Oh no, okay, this was right after he gave this speech in. This is a while ago. I thought this was recent. Okay, fine. So this was right after the election. Essentially, Dan was quite made up about this, which me too. So let me see if I can find. We'll play a minute of it too. But yeah, like this is how things all kind of like dovetail together. Where is it? Can't find it. That 1 second. Gaza plan. Here we go. Doink.
Speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down.
And they did, Donald. They did.
That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the...
I say... Alex Phillips had a really good. She was a really good video on Talk TV, I think, where she's saying, "Look, essentially being left wing means you're a bully. They need to shut you up because they can't answer anything, right?"
Right to free speech for all Americans, and reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants.
Okay. We know this. It's the reality we lived in, right? It's totally reality we lived in. So people kind of freaked out about this. Dan, what the heck, man? Are you goading just for fun? Are you actually what would be a Republican if American? I think he probably is. Again, there's nothing wrong in being a Republican. That's what the majority of people are. But that's okay. We can still get along. We can still enjoy Doctor Who in that case. It's just more important of opposing political stances. Good for you for speaking up. Well, okay, so that guy came around. In my view, this is a bipartisan matter. I agree with you. I'm fascinated and excited to hear the president-elect speaking about and acting on. Never thought about it outside of that. I'll comment on precisely the same topics. I responded, yeah, okay, but he's speaking so much shit recently. So I'm fair enough. I'm so sick of the orange arsehole that I don't ever want to hear and see his face again. This might not have been a fun few weeks for you then. And look, timescales, mate. You won't come on my channel, right? And you can put not as a fight, right? Not as a fight. As a genuine conversation, you can come on and you can tell me what you're scared about, like what you're bothered about, what you're worried about, right? And I'll talk you through it. Honestly, you're more than welcome, right? And anybody who is scared of the Trump presidency, just get in contact, right? You're more than welcome. No, it's like being sentenced to such without committing and now it's like being sentenced to such without committing a crime. Well, Trump was sentenced to quite a lot without committing a crime. Man, they like to say convicted felon. Oh, they hold on to that. Do you notice they're backing away from January 6th now because it's just crumbling before their eyes? And look, the ones who are vaguely informed, most are not. I admire you admire you, so it's surprising we don't think the same way. Such as life, I suppose. Yeah, look, dude, things are good. Times goes. You are genuinely a friendly visit, conversation. No need to fight. There is no need to fight. But anything you want, and again, anyone who is perturbed, come on. We'll have a fun conversation. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. So then this guy, Rob Iron, says, you're a Temu Tommy Robertson. I don't know what that means. Every time your mask slips, it reveals a little more! Again, Rob, it's okay to vote Republican. Most people did, right? Most people did. It's okay to support. It's not 2017 anymore. And the reason everything's changed is because the systems that were used to create this narrative have lost all their power. They lost all their power because they just went relentlessly bloody woke. Right? They couldn't stop themselves being woke upon woke upon woke upon woke upon woke, and everybody left. Same with Doctor Who. Doctor Who's still the third most watched program in the week. Yeah, but nobody's fucking watching BBC. You have a bunch of grannies who watch Strictly Come Dancing. Nobody watches BBC anymore. It's embarrassing how bad it is, right? And this was before Tommy Robinson kind of got made kosher by Elon Musk. Anyway, so I thought this was more recent than it was. But anyway, this is a more recent one. With the announcement of Juno Dawson writing, again, it's all give up all hope for the next series. And look, this was done before season 1 ended, before Tap Dancing Davros. You know, they thought this was going to go down incredibly well. They thought it was going to go, oh, man, Shoot is wonderful. We all love Shooty. He's so freaking great. Oh, love a bit of Shooty. That's wonderful. Yeah, more of that, please. Right? And everyone, who is this narcissistic piece of shit that's like, constantly staring in the mirror? It's like crossing the cat from Red Dwarf and Zoolander becoming Doctor Who. Like, such a self-obsessed prick. But then, on top of that, all the relentless queer shit, right? I mean, like, Yasmin Finney, I fuck off. I like, Yasmin, I'm happy for you. You live your best life. You're not a girl. I don't believe you're a girl, and I don't think that's denying your existence or bigoted to say that. Right? It's not, right? It is just not. No, I won't turn a blind eye to BBC bullshit and perversity. I agree with you. Just because they made my favorite TV show series of all time, enough is enough. No nonsense, no grooming, no more nauseating drag, no more gaslighting and villainizing the British people. Absolutely. Let me see if I can find my thumbnail. When I first covered the story, because if I may say so, it was quite a funny one. 1 second, where is it? I have a folder called Thumbs. Oh, there you are, right here. Doink. Is this the one? This could be it. I think this is it. Is this the one? No, not that. Oh wait, do I have it? 1 second. I think. Ugh, now I can't find where I put my images. Do I have this one here? No. Oh, where is it? This was a classic. Maybe this one over here. It was a news walk. Oh, was it? I mean, this might be the one here. Thing is, I make too many videos. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We do open with. I like all the stuff I'm going to just say I'm great. Yeah, this pisses people off. I love it. Hey kids, get my band. And Uncle Shooty and Aunt Juno will show you what a rusty trombone is. Don't Google it. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Okay, you don't want to know. But they will. they will certainly educate you on what that is, quite gleefully. Look, again, the problem with Juno Dawson is that she wrote a book which explained how to be raped, but how children can be easily raped by adults, right? And any sex with a child is called rape, right? I'm sorry. If you're not old enough to consent, it's called rape, right? So if you're not under the legal age, it's got. And she said, "Oh yeah, no." In a book, said, "Okay, Kiddie Winks, you have to get this app and then go and find queer people, and you can meet up really easily, right?" No grooming, no more nauseating drag. And drag today is nauseating. No more gaslighting and villainizing the biggest people. Dan, I couldn't agree with you more. Then Tony Martin said, John Pertwee did drag. I'm again, how insanely disingenuous. Did John Pertwee ever dress as a hooker with massive fake tits and then wear a thong, if you're lucky, and twerk in a 7-year-old's face? No, he didn't. Right? It's not that. That's not the same thing, is it? No, it's not the same thing. John Pertwee performed in the theatre in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, so likely played a dame at various points. I mean, he also played. He put on the woman's cleaner's outfit in the Green Death. I mean, but it's not the same. And you know it, Mr. Anon. Yes, you are, Mr. Blue Anon. Drag is drag. Bugs Bunny did drag. No, drag is not drag. I'm sorry. Bugs Bunny is a cartoon. Again, decades ago. I don't recall Bugs cracking any PJ gags or twerking. There's drag and there's drag and there's drag queens, Tony. This is disingenuous line of posting. Yes, 100%. Really shows you up as a bit of a tool. I didn't read that bit. You're right there, Dan. What is the purpose of your replies? They're not making BJ gags around children. Yes, they are. 1 second. It's like, did you not see? Yeah, let me see if I can find. Like, I don't find this appropriate, right? Let me see if I can find the video. I don't find a lot of this stuff appropriate. Here we go. Doink.
Tell you what, when we both get out of this,
let's fuck each other in the arse, you know, and all the other things Doctor Who normally does. Fight Daleks, fuck people in the arse, you know, and all Doctor Who stuff.
Argue across the stars. I like that.
Oh God! Stop! Leave it alone. And I don't want. I think there's a mistake for the Doctor ever to have a romantic relationship. Frankly, I think they stretched it to the absolute limit with the 10th Doctor and Rose, right? And more than that, forget it, right? Absolutely forget it. And now, once you get into like weird fringe sexuality, which Yasmin Finney is, right? At that point, no, it's not appropriate for children. Maybe actually watch a drag show. Yes, do I have to pull up all the drag shows? A second. Okay. I love, again, lies and denial. Right? That's just where they always go. Lies and denial, because they don't want to be wrong. Bottom line is they just don't want to be wrong. There we go. Doink. Again, I got a whole folder of like sick drag shit, but just pick one at random, see what it is.
Controversy surrounding children and drag queens these days, I thought I would go undercover and take our girls to a drag show and see what kind of horrible trauma they endure. So obviously I had to dress the part and go incognito. So I basically,
you're a shitty parent.
Wore...
Let's see what it looked like. Okay. Yeah, okay.
If I were to wear that out.
Deeply sexualized strippers. No, this is not appropriate for children. You know, again, I don't think there are trans children. I think there are shitty parents. Really, genuinely I do. And I'm sorry, David Tennant, that you don't like that. But, you know, that's where we are. There are videos of this doing just that, often proudly shared by themselves. That's part of the kink. While prize cocks like you make excuses in an attempt to troll normal people. They're reading stories to children. No. Silly fear-mongering. They're actually groomers and criminals in office. There are actual groomers and criminals in office. In which office? Fear-mongering. Some police records for indecency. Ask yourself: Are they actual adult content entertainers? Yes. Wanting to read to children. Why isn't it progressed? isn't any progressive movement wanting to hire uninformed firemen, uniformed firemen or nurses. No, no old folks. Why? Because they can say no. Most. They're a bunch of dirty bastards. I do tend to agree with you, right? And again, that you didn't realize that this last series of Doctor Who was highly sexualized, inappropriate for children, is because you're surrounded by pure filth constantly, right? And we the world was better when there was the concept of public decency, right? If you enjoy reading to children so much, and again, it's never parents of children, right? It's always people who never have children. Do you read the parents so much? Have they considered simply fathering and raising their own? No. Like the rest of us have, too much like hard work. Exactly. Commitment and decency, I'll wager. You don't need a parent to play a part. You don't need a parent to play part in children's lives. You can. You do not have children, Tony Parker. Obviously. Aunts, uncles, teachers, neighbors, entertainers, reading to children is a joy. Preachers have been more of a danger to kids than drag performers. No, that's not true. Okay, this guy just goes on. If you're a parent taking a kid to one of these raunchy Jacko, that's on you. They're all raunchy, right? And again, you're just in denial, mate, right? Something unaware of raunchy performance. Citation needed. Come on the show, baby. Okay, this. Some citation, and then he sodded off, right? What a shock, as they always do, right? Speaking of somebody who loves a bit of grooming, right? Loves a bit of grooming. David Tennant's back, baby. David Tennant's back posting the bastards, and aren't you sick of that smug idiot face by now? I certainly am. Right? Man, I would never have said that about any other Doctor Who. I am so sick of, I mean, the recent ones, obviously, but they're not really Doctor Who. I am just so sick to death of this smug, simpering moron. Oh, David. It's better to keep your mouth closed and have the whole world think you're a fool than to open it and remove any doubt, which you have done. The beloved, okay, David Tennant on Return to Us. I'm not interested in picking fights. You didn't think you'd pick a fight last time. You thought you could take a shit on people who don't think kids should be able to cut off their cock and balls because they're sad about them, right? Or because they're trying to please their demented mothers, which is more like. You thought taking a shit on them is fine. Stop. It's not fine. Stop being a disgusting, hateful being. Like, again, this Facebook thing back and forth. Somebody when talking about how Trump isn't planning a gay apocalypse or a Holocaust. And they're convinced he is. They're convinced beyond convinced. Oh, it's going to happen. I go, do you have any evidence? No. Yes, no, we don't have evidence. Anyway, so somebody commented, like, just as insulting, like, why? Okay, so you love your disgusting orange convicted criminal. You're probably can't we just coexist? Well, maybe. Don't call me a Nazi is the first step to coexisting, right? Maybe. The formerly beloved actor, also writes for Radio Times about presenting a film awards for a second year in the. Oh, look at me, I'm David Tennant. I mean, what awards are you going to be presenting? To move rules that nobody is going to see. I like presenting without the pressure of it being my job. It's a performance like anything. I get to dabble in the sporting environment, and when you see someone who really knows how to do it, Dermot O'Leary, Davina McCall, say they absolutely know what those moments require. I mean, he's very good at it because he's very charming. That's basically what hosting needs. You need to be charming and funny. It's a skill set that only I can only aspire to. I honestly, I think, again, if your every belief wasn't disgusting perversion, I'm exaggerating for comedic value, but it would be fine, right? I can probably afford to do it one more time and then just go out, drop the mic and run, dude. I don't think you can actually, but they're going to let you do it. Don't look at me if anything goes wrong. If for an event like this, there's such an extraordinary team of people who know exactly what they're doing and how the whole thing works, apart from the award ceremony in itself. I'm very much a novice. because it's not my world. Dude, it's so your world. Prancing about and being a lovey and being adored on stage by other lovers, that's your entire fucking universe, mate. So there's not much expectation on what to figure out, what comes next if something goes wrong. Yeah, you just say something funny. You go off the cuff. There's a support network structure that makes one feel very safe. Who cares how fucking safe you feel, you fucking pussy? Just do your fucking job. Are they paying you? Oh, I don't feel safe. I'm so sick of people not feeling fucking safe. Excuse me, David, mate. David. Is it actors that have had anti-actor marches going through the centre of town saying, genocide to all actors for the last year and a half? No, it's not, is it? No. That was the Jews, right? Is it actors who are banned from campuses because they're evil baby murderers, even though they're not? No, that's Jews. Is it actors who are accused of committing a genocide, right? When the reality is just the furthest thing from the truth possible? No, that's Jews. I'm the one who shouldn't feel fucking safe. You're fucking fine with your fucking liberal anti-Semite cunts that you like to wallow in like a pig in its own fucking filth. Don't look at me if anything goes wrong. I'll look at you, mate. I feel so. Makes one feel very safe. Well, that's nice for you, cunt. I don't think any Jews felt safe since your fucking evil lecturous Keir Starmer got into power. And boy, is he holding on to that with everything he can. Like I thought you were pro democracy, and Mr. Starmer has decided not to run the elections for about 5.5 million people. Those 5.5 million people who are going to vote reform into power, and you're just putting off, mate. I don't know what's going to make this government fall, but when there's a general election, and Kemi Badenoch, you should be listening as well. Reform's going to win. They're ahead of the polls in the polls now. They're going to stay ahead. You know why? Because Labour are fucking deluded, weirdo, fascist cunts, and the Conservatives are only marginally better. All right? Marginally. Mostly ineffective. One of the great advantages is it's all written down for me. Okay? So I don't have to learn the words. It's a bit of it's a bit about my day job that is the most anxiety-inducing. So it's nice to have that removed. Well, aren't you great for having all this happen? The bastards are supposed to be kind. Ugh! Kind. The word kind has been stolen by the cruelest people in the world. Last year we were trying to roast people, but it was a joke. But there was a joke about Kate Blanchett, and she looked a bit annoyed, a little bit pissed off. Then I remember going, "Oh God, no! I think you're brilliant. I was just trying to be witty and make." Oh, the simpering cunt. Oh, God. No, honestly, how do you make your beloved TV show unwatchable? Oh, there you go. There you got the answer. Witty and make point about you got a lot of prizes. We love you. So I think if I learned anything, it's probably I'm not interested in picking fights or making anyone feel uncomfortable. What about Kemi Badenoch? No, that's not a person in your mind. If I have a style, it's only that. No. I'm just kind. No, you're not. You encourage you encourage this gender insanity with your fucking child. You sick fuck. Oh my God. You know, I've said this many times before. Biblically, there was an idolatry called Molech, which you would worship it by sacrificing your children to it. This is what I feel like parents of trans children are. I think they are sacrificing their children so they can feel that they're so good and so virtuous. I get starstruck all the time. And see, this is the bit where is good, when he gets personal and he's relatable. The bit where you can't prepare for when hosting an awards show is when you actually get up there with front rows of the most famous people in the world, and they're all sort of staring up at you with the expectation that and their own personal anxieties. If they're there to compete, it's a bit. That's a bit that's a little bit thrilling, but also intimidating. God, how long does this go on for? Okay. It's a bit of a slump. Who is that? EastEnders is 40? Blimey. Bavinal, The Wicked Women of Wolford. I have no idea who that is. EastEnder featuring Gillian Taylor. I have no idea. I wish I knew who that was. It's not Michelle Collins, is it? Jessie Wallace? No, doesn't look like her. I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, God, look at his smug little face. I just can't. Nothing makes me want to fill a sock full of human excrement and smack it in someone's face as much as that mugging piece of crap. Oh, God. I don't feel internally famous. Oh, yes, you do. I have an awareness for the lack of anonymity. Any sense of success is all shrouded in the Scottish Presbyterianism. So none of it ever feels like you can fully enjoy it, or it feels entirely relaxed, because they would be presumptuous. As a nation, we are always much more comfortable with slagging ourselves off. Well, unfortunately, there's quite a lot of slag off right now. My parents were never against me being an actor. There's an element of performance in being a minister in a pulpit. So my dad, Tennant's father and Church of Scotland minister, definitely understood. But they just wanted, as parents do, to know that you're settled regular way, blah, blah, blah. I get that now completely when my children seem to drift towards acting. I'm like, I can't tell you not to. But there are also other jobs. Yeah, not to. Though, honestly, this is not a world you want to get into, mate. Being without my parents now is miserable. My mum never got to meet any of my kids, which is a little bit heartbreaking. Yes, I think so. My mother. Because she would have loved them. My dad got to meet all but one. Pretty much. No, I think my dad got to meet all my kids. Yeah, all my kids. And that obviously was a wonderful, but their memories of him are fading. Mine aren't. Oh, God. My kids wish my memories of my father was fading. Like, my father was always a bit... He wasn't naked, but he was very clothes challenged, right? We have a guest room downstairs, and, he would wear a pair of briefs, right, when he was in bed. And, we would send a kid down to say hello to him. And they're like, no, don't let me go and say hello to Zayda. Oh, God, he's going to be just so much flesh. I don't want to know. No, but you have to go and bring him a cup of tea. That's, So, my parenting style is different. Yes. If one of my kids say, I want to cut off my cock and balls, I'm like, yes, Jimmy. Jimmy, that's a good idea. Because my parents are very consistent and very solid. Okay, I've never doubted that for a second. They were absolutely committed to us without that ever being stated. That's the bit that's quite interesting, because in our house now, everyone's saying, I love you all the time. It's lovely, and I love it, but it's very foreign to me because it's not authentic, I think. I don't remember that ever being said in a house growing up. I mean, I never doubted it. It was true, but it was never said out loud. So maybe you want to learn from that? I'm very protective of my children, except when they want to mutilate themselves and make themselves infertile, right? Again, if it's my son, if he cuts his cock off, he can never achieve sexual satisfaction in his entire life. So that doesn't sound that protective. I hate to tell you. When you know that it can be really horrible being famous, I think you try and protect your kids from the worst of it. We all try and protect the kids while enjoying some of the privileges. You love those privileges. As a parent, you try to be the best of both worlds, and inevitably you fail. No, just try and be a parent. Honestly, just try and be a parent. But that, I suppose, is the aspiration that allows you to alleviate the guilt over the shit stuff that what's okay. My favorite role is unusually I'm the one most recently involved in. Unusually the one I'm fickle that way. So right now it's probably meant, but who cares about your favorite fucking role? I don't know that acting roles change you. Obviously, while you're working, blah 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 blah. It's very hard to empathize with someone like Dennis Nilsson. Who's Dennis Nilsson? Objectively, I don't think I did. Tennant played the part of the serial killer in 2020. It does, okay. But subjectively, I could make sense of his decisions he made. So, okay. Well, I wish Jodie Whittaker had that ability to, emote. Convince people that she was telling, she was being real. While I'm this deep, I might as well keep going because I can't actually go back anymore. What? Okay, talk about that. I'm not trying to. What is he waffling on about? You don't feel something because you want a prize at the end, but no, the prize at the end is a paycheck actually. But then, and the lifestyle that comes with it. But then, if you're suddenly put in the running for an award, you find yourself wanting to win, and it feels like a big, massive loser if you don't. Okay. An award might represent a pinnacle of someone's career, but ultimately not anymore. Not anymore, I'm afraid. Again, the industry is just shit. I'm sorry, the industry is just shit. It's gone. And I think Doctor Who with it, quite frankly. I still believe it can come back, right? I really do. Where are we up to? 1 second. Doing over there. There is an auction of Doctor Who stuff going on. I'm just so... Well, firstly, I wouldn't spend my money on any of this, but I'm just so deeply uninterested by it now.
Prop store where a ton of Doctor Who props and costumes are being auctioned off. It is your chance to take home a piece of iconic Doctor Who history. We've got...
Okay, what's the iconic piece of Doctor Who history? What they got there? 20 years worth of costumes. David Tennant from Voyage of the Damned, I think.
20 years worth of Doctor costumes here.
Oh, God, I don't want the Jodie. Leave me alone.
Got Donna's runaway bride costume. It could all be yours to raise some money for children.
No. How much money do you reckon these will go for? I bet it'll be a lot.
Children in need.
I'm in my wedding dress!
Blimey, how many years ago was that now? 18 years ago. Sod in hell. Was this one of the Jodie Daleks? Or was this... I can't remember.
Now this costume, very exciting, was actually never seen on screen, but it was the prototype for the 11th Doctor's costume.
Right, yeah, he hated it. It was kind of like a space pirate. And he went and invented his own costume. He basically invented that look. Oh, man, what an actor Matt Smith is.
Before Matt Smith rocked his iconic bow tie, he was gonna kind of look like a navy blue pirate, but they changed it to the iconic look that we know today.
Bow ties are cool.
I really love the bow tie.
I mean, like, he really designed that costume himself. I'm so impressed with him.
I would put a bid down for it myself, but I'm pretty sure every time the Doctor's worn it, something bad has happened. So, yeah, no, maybe not. There are over 100 lots available in the auction, and BBC have plenty more.
Oh, that I would like. That's cool. That's Handles, isn't it? That's very cool.
Still in their archive, and who knows, maybe we'll get to see those one day too.
See, I know I wouldn't like to buy an Ood head because they just like disintegrate. I'm surprised that's still in one piece because the latex they use just like self-destructs.
If you like what you've seen here,
Max Powers here. I do. I hope that's your real name because it's very cool, Max. Okay, that's very cool.
Auction opens today. You can sign up online and see what you can get your hands on. If you excuse me, I'm going to go travel back in time and put my bid down first. See ya.
Well, you don't put your bid in first. It doesn't. Auctions don't work that way. You want to go back in time? Go back in time to 2007 and buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Right, it'll probably be worth $1 billion now. Right. Yeah, and listen, it's like it's like on Big Finish. You can't have a starship captain that isn't a lesbian. You can't have a white bloke anywhere or anything connected to Doctor Who or TV because it's that would be the worst thing ever. I don't know. As always, the hope for the future lies in fandom, right? So Daryl Joyce has been doing fantastic stuff. Put this out, I think, the other day. AI, when he used AI to animate his artwork, it's beautiful. I think this might be the Sea Devils. Let's find out. Sounds like the Sea Devils. Is this his artwork, or did he like? Maybe it is. Maybe he get stock footage in there. That's his artwork. I recognize it. Definitely animated by AI. It looks more like an ad for Dunkirk, which is a great movie. Peter Rich said that was a Dalek from Dalek. I don't think it was actually. What is it? There's an identifying mark on it. I can't remember what it is, but I don't think it was that one. so much better than any Doctor Who I've seen recently. This must be the Sea Devils. Look at that, it's fantastic. Oh, the Cyberman head was from Under the Hedge. Oh man, that was a trailer. Oh, what the great season finale, great trailer. The search for answers begins. Well, you probably will. Listen, there's somebody who makes content. He had to do a lot of work on this, like make the game the soundscape. I wonder how he developed. He got all that. Does AI make the audio track now? I don't think so. Maybe it does. I don't know. Hey, Daryl, mate, I want to see a Sea Devil if this is the Sea Devils. Or the Doctor, or anyway, it's been going on too long before it's like a minute and a half in. Although it is beautiful to watch. So I don't know what to tell you. Wow. That's impressive as well. Just a little bit more control, and we can make our own Doctor Who, and it's going to be awesome. This is so much more impressive than those last ones. At last! Ah! That was awesome! By the way, that final Sherlock episode, was so a Doctor Who episode, right? The prison, like offshore, that was so like the Master's prison, and I'm sure that Sherlock's sister was supposed to be Missy, right? Would have been a great Doctor Who story. Joe Grant looking hot as always. Hey, Darren, it is dragging a bit though, mate. I mean, like with 3 minutes left. How long is this? Was it Admiral Hart, wasn't it? We've got to see the Sea Devils coming out of the water. This bit at all for the story. I mean, I'm sure it's there. Oh, that was gorgeous. Joe Grant's arse is looking particularly good. Let's take a second look. I'm reminded of the Holly opening from Red Dwarf, right? When they came across a moon shaped exactly like Felicity Kendall's bottom. We flew around that one a few times, I can tell you. Again, the advancement in technology in just a few months is breathtaking. Was that Harry Sullivan in the Navy? as impressed with the soundscape and the music as I am with the visuals. You know, I'd like, it's too much work, but I would love to be able to do, I don't have a good Pertwee voice for AI for the sample, but I'd love to do John Pertwee reading Scales of Injustice. Great Gary Russell novel with the Sea Devils. I think it's Lawrence as well.
This is our planet. Eradicate the apes.
Dear Doctor, will you never learn?
Stop right there.
Oh, that's good. Well, let's go back for that for a second. Again, there's so much more cooler now. You can animate their faces rather than just being a rubber mask. Look at that. That's awesome.
Stop right there.
Is there a Malcolm Holt coming soon? Oh, is there going to be more of it? One can only hope, right? One can only hope. That looked really damn impressive. Oh, this must be. More classic will do. Okay. I'm on board for that, right? The only mistake I can see was the font he used, the typeface, was not correct. Let me find it here. This is a very, very, very helpful document which I use often, right? If you're a sad Doctor Who fan weirdo as I am, right? Hartnell is Grotesque 1-3. Future Are Bold. That's not Troughton, Pertwee. Eurostyle Condensed is Troughton. Future Are Extra Bold, that will be Tom Baker, I guess. But also Della Robbia was Tom Baker. I think Future Are Bold and Extra Bold were both Pertwee. Della Robbia, I think, was Tom Baker. Formula One, very obviously Peter Davison. Ultra Condensed Light, that's Sylvester McCoy. And also Colin Baker, the Formula One. Post Antiqua, that will be Paul McGann. Futura Book is David Tennant. SF Movie Poster Condensed is Matt Smith. Contacts Pro 75 Bold SC. My guess is that the second Matt Smith titles, and Heroic Condensed Bold, I guess that'll be Capaldi. That's all the doctors there are. There are no other doctors, right? There are no other doctors. There is no such thing as Macra. All I can say, there is no such thing as Macra. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.